Celtics, everybody. How about those Boston Celtics? How about the heart of the Boston Celtics? And how about those fucking Milwaukee Bucks? This is the best they've been since back with like Sidney Moncrief. You know, and then they got that white dude from fucking the Seattle Sonics. What the fuck was his name? Jack Sikma. But I have to be honest with you, dude. The basketball is so fucking awful that I'm watching. They're not even playing hoop. It looks like a fucking pickup game at an unbelievably high level. How many fucking times can you throw up a three with nobody underneath? I don't understand that new little semicircle there. I got to read up on it. In the paint. Is it illegal if you don't have the ball as an offensive player to get under the fucking rim? When was the last time you saw a center post up and put his hand in the air and do a couple up and unders? You know, a little Kevin McHale action. A little sky hook. It's all fucking gone. You just run down the court, a little pass, and then the guy just takes a three-pointer. That didn't go in. Or somebody does some and one shit to try to get around a guy and draw a foul. It's horrible. I think about the entire second quarter, I don't think I saw one pick and roll. You know, there's a reason that they did that for fucking close to 80 years. It works. I don't know why everybody's trying to do this globetrotter shit. Having said that, I love where we're going in the future. I just don't like the future of the game. I guess people got too big. Is that what it was? I miss the banging down low in the paint, you know? And that fucking old schoolyard play where the guy's leaning against you, and you stepped out behind him like you pulled his chair out, he falls down. Then they'd stand up and get in each other's grills. And the little fucking ref came up to their dicks, was trying to push them apart. I miss all of that. I miss it, man. I miss the way you smell. I actually, going to be honest with you, I shut the game off because I was so because I fucking hate NBA hoop. I just hate basketball. I just hate how no lead is safe. It's like you're up by 40. You go in the kitchen and then you make a sandwich, and it's like the other team on a 38-2 run. Foul on the three-pointer. This could tie it up. It's just like, can you ever just have an easy win? I just felt myself getting ready to throw something at the fucking TV, and I got a kid now, so I can't. So I just shut it off, and I just watched the score throughout the fourth quarter. And they won, and I was like, good. I'm more of a hockey guy, obviously. And having said that, of course I got to edit some shit for Episode Family tonight. But I'll get to watch most of the game. It's only a game 7, you know. I'm very excited for this. You got to love a game 7. Even if your team was up 3-1, who gives a fuck? Got to love a game 7. And here's the deal. Is if we lose to Toronto, that's my team for the rest of the playoffs because they haven't won since 67. And I think it's a high time that they get it. And it'd be cool to see Winnipeg get their first one. So those are my 2 teams. Those are my onesie, twosie. All right? So there you go. There's your fucking Bruins. There's your NBA and NHL. Hey, Fever fucking talk for the goddamn week. All right. So I've teased it twice. Let me see. Liverpool football schedule. When do they play next? I was on the plane and I actually watched Liverpool versus fucking Roma. And it was a blowout. It was an awesome game. Liverpool went up 5-0 Saturday, 4:30 a.m. I just don't fucking get how this shit works. They're playing Roma. Isn't that like Rome? That's the Champions League semifinal. Leg 2 of 2. Aggregate 2-5. Yeah, they won 5-2. So they're going to play again on May 2nd? Is that because they scored 5 goals and Roma scored 2? What's the coincidence of that? I just don't understand it. Because they were up 5-0, and then all of a sudden Roma scored a goal. And then they scored another one on a penalty kick, and then they were saying, and the announcers were going nuts. I'm like, what are they? There's like fucking 2 minutes left. Why are they flipping out like they're going to lose this game? I think they're in some sort of tournament that happens at the same time that the Premiership is being played. It's weird. Like, that's the Champions League, and I think Liverpool-Chelsea, that's the Premier League, right? They do it at the same... Somebody, for the love of God, somebody over there in Great Britain, somewhere around the fucking world, explain to me what's going on, because I actually really enjoyed the fucking game. Dude, this guy, holy shit, this Egyptian dude who kind of... He looks like an Egyptian Judd Apatow. Mo Salah. This fucking guy put on a goddamn clinic. First of all, he used to play for Roma, so he scores a goal, and he does this big dramatic, I'm not going to celebrate, you know, which was more annoying than if he just celebrated. Because then he scored again. The first one was like a lot of it's like hockey. He went fucking top shelf corner on the far side, I believe with his left foot. And then a few minutes later, whenever he comes back down again, and the first one was a fucking blast, and the next one was a nice soft touch right up and over the fucking guy, the goalkeeper, I believe. For his second goal, once again, he starts praying, getting on his knees and fucking kissing the ground and doing all this shit. Like he's not going to have a threesome after the fucking game. You know what I mean? Like he's going to go fucking rescue a cat out of a tree. It's like, dude, take your junk out and shake it in the other team's face. You know you want to. And then he had 2 assists, whatever they call it, helpers, 2 fucking crumpets. I don't know what the fuck they call it. The guy had like 4 points if he was playing hockey. 2 goals, 2 assists. It was incredible. And then there was this other poor bastard. I think he finally scored a goal. He had a breakaway. He fucked that up. Then he was in hockey what would be called the slot, and he just fucking miskicked it, blasted it over the fucking net. I think he spent more time on his fucking mohawk than he did on his fucking learning how to shoot the ball into the goddamn net. But there was 7 goals. It was like the kind of fucking soccer game that a Yank could enjoy. But I was stuck on a plane, and we had a ridiculous headwind. And I was like, I'm going to sit here and watch this fucking thing. And I totally got into it. By the way, Liverpool's fucking coach, his dentist should be fucking disbarred. He should have his license fucking revoked. You know, I'm sure it was the coach's idea, but if you're going to fucking go tanning, you don't get your fake teeth whitened to that level. Jesus Christ, he looked like the plant in Little Shop of Horrors, except he had glasses on. So anyways, I was really into it. So I guess they're going to... Why is there so much time between games, though? Oh, no, the next one's April 28th. That's it. I'm going to watch I'm going to support Liverpool. I like the Beatles. Who gives a fuck, right? Like I got time for this shit. There's no way to watch it and not all of a sudden want to have a fucking beer, though. I will tell you that. You know, and I've been fucking Billy No Fun, Billy No Vice, other than 4 hits of weed one night, which I immediately regretted because all it does is make me sleepy. I don't try to become one with the world. I don't get munchies. I just fall asleep like a cat on a fucking windowsill. I don't give a fuck where I am. I'm going to sleep. You know? Anyways, let's get on with the questions here. I still haven't watched that MotoGP. I know that Marquez won it. And there was a big anticipation that him and Valentino Rossi were going to be fucking donkey kicking each other at about fucking 200 kilometers. But he just fucking blew by everybody by the second turn. I don't know. I got to watch it, though. I fucking love that sport, though. Okay. I don't know what I'm talking about. Guess what today is, everybody? Oh, it's Game 7 for the Boston Bruins. Everybody's freaking out and all this shit. Oh, my God, we have 3-1. Who gives a fuck? All we got to do is win tonight. All you got to do is win tonight. No one fucking remembers. So many series that are 3-1 go to Game 7. It happens all the fucking time. I will say, though, as a Bruins fan, if I see and have to listen to one more commentator tell me that it was a stretch pass, you know, and Jesus Christ, that Anderson is playing so great for Toronto. I don't know why he does all that flopping around. You literally skate by the guy, wind knocks him off his fucking feet. Just shameless. Shameless. But I like the fucking Maple Leafs. You know what I mean? Despite their timidly cocky fans on Twitter who said absolutely nothing, and now all of a sudden, you know, they're like meerkats. You know what I mean? When a fucking cobra comes around, and they all sit there lunging at you and shit, talking all this shit as they back up, but they're not really going to fight, and they're trying to appear bigger than they are. I got no beef with Toronto. If you guys win tonight, congratulations. I can get past it. I don't give a fuck, right? I know that we're a team of the future, and so are you guys. This would probably be the beginning of a great rivalry. That's what we need, God knows, because the Canadians are in the fucking shitter. I have this fucking guy that, like, I can't remember how the fuck I met him. I was doing like a gig a long time ago, and he drove us there, and somehow he got my phone number. And this fucking cunt every year during the playoffs, what's up with the Bruins? They're not doing so good. One of those fucking douches. So I just finally blocked his number. I'm like, I don't get this. It's like, I get it. You fucking drove me to a couple of gigs. I got to listen to your fucking horse shit every time we're doing bad. There's so many fucking cunty sports fans like that. And after almost 20 years of owning a cell phone, I finally learned how to block people. I love it. It's fucking love it. How about those Bruins? Here we go, Bruins. Here we go. Bump, bump. Wow, did I think we were going to lose that Game 7? You know, when we started our fourth fucking line and immediately gave up a goddamn goal, I was like, wow, that reminds me of certain somebody not starting a game, crying before the Super Bowl. What the fuck are we doing, right? Then we tie it up, then we go ahead. Right, it was 2-1, then we scored one right before the first fucking period ended or something. And I was like, oh boy, it's 3-2. Look at that. That's what it was. It was 1-0 them, then 1-1 us, and then they immediately fucking scored like they always did. And then we went up 3-2. And I'm like, okay, maybe, you know, whatever. And then they score 2 fucking goals. They're up 5-3. This is one thing I've noticed about the Bruins. We don't hit anybody. Finally started hitting somebody in the third period, but Jesus Christ, when the other team is faster than you, you're supposed to hit them to try to slow them down. Giving them way too much fucking space. I thought Anderson looks shaky in the first period, so I was like, let's pepper him with some shots there in the second. And we barely got a shot on him, it felt. So I thought that allowed him to settle down. Well, Jesus Christ, was I wrong? I tell you, you hate to see it. You hate to see it when a fellow ginger, you know, fucking has a game like that. You know, I guess Torrey Krug was a little bit screened, but he let up a fucking softie. That next one, that goal number 5 was a softie, and also one of the first 3 wasn't a good one either. Not to put it all on him, but anyways, my condolences to fucking Toronto Maple Leafs fan. Jesus Christ. You know, and you got to give it up to the ones that still have the heart to fucking go down to Maple Leaf Square, whatever the fuck they call it, and stand there knowing that their joy is eventually going to turn to anger. And then they're just going to be part of a fucking reaction video. A bad one. But you have to go, right? As a Leafs fan, you got to go, because one of these times you're going to fucking win. I liked what that one guy in the Leafs said. He said, obviously it sucks, but I think in the future we're going to be a team to be reckoned with. I always love that expression, team to be reckoned with. I think they're going to be. You know, if old Freckles settles down a little bit, they get a little more playoff experience. I'll tell you what the Bruins need. They need a physical presence in front of the net. Each day, you know, we still haven't made up for fucking Lucic's departure. We always had that runaway fucking train that would just flatten people. Actually, we used to have like 3 of them. We just don't have that anymore. Now we're fucking fast as shit. At least I thought we were until we played the Maple Leafs. Anyway, so now the Bruins move on. We got the Tampa Bay Lightning. Part of that hotbed of hockey fans down there. I went to a Tampa Bay Lightning game down there, right? I went with Forrest Shaw. We were sitting there, and there was these northern Florida rednecks behind us. Some of my favorite rednecks. I like rednecks, you know. There was not a fix shit. I'll fix it. Ain't gonna fit. But it'll hang off nice. We were sitting there, and they had on the Diamond Vision, they put this little baby up there, right? You know, they had an infant up on the screen. And the guy behind us goes, "Look at that little baby." I don't know why they just stuck with us. So the rest of the road trip, we'd be driving over to fucking Orlando, dead silence in the car, and then Forrest just be like, "Look at that little baby. Look at that little baby." It was hilarious and then also scary, just listening to the guy, because he didn't sound real bright. And just the fact that, you know, his jizz can also make babies. His jizz can also make